Hey everybody, it's Elder Sharon with Christ the Author Salvation Ministries, and I want to thank you for joining the Ark on today. Hey, I have a word from the Lord for you. It is from Mark, the 5th chapter, verses 28, 29, and 34, and it reads, "For she said, if I may touch but his clothes, I shall be whole. And straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague." Verse 34, "And he said unto her, Daughter, thy faith hath made thee whole. Go in peace and be whole of thy plague." When I received this scripture from the Lord, I said to the Lord, why the woman with the issue of blood? I mean, she is so familiar, and I wanted to know, what revelation is it that you want me to get from this scripture? And I began, as time went on, to understand that it had less to do with revelation and more to do with relevance, that she was relevant to us, that she had been going through this issue for many years. For 12 years, she had been bleeding, and she had gone to many doctors, and the Bible said she had suffered much, and her funds had been depleted trying to find a cure for what ailed her. And I began to see the correlation between her and us and what is going on in this world on today, understanding that even though we are not literally hemorrhaging, we are figuratively hemorrhaging, losing things rapidly and uncontrollably. And we have, some of us, gone to doctors to try to get things fixed, and we have suffered, as the Bible said about her, many things, and our funds, yes, have been depleted. Everything is going up, prices on food, everything. And so I begin to see the correlation between what she went through and what we are going through today. And now, according to the law, Leviticus 15, she was considered unclean, and she couldn't be around people. She had to be separated from her family and her friends and everyone that she knew. They couldn't touch her, and she could not touch them. And I believe that we got just a touch of what she might have been going through, just a touch of it with COVID, understanding that, especially when it first happened, that when people got it, nobody wanted to be around them. They had to be separated, and sometimes hospitalized, and we couldn't touch what they touched because we would get infected. And so we have an idea, an inkling of an idea what this woman may have been going through. And then some of us, even though we were not isolated or separated because of those things, even though we're around people all day, around our families and friends, some of us feel isolated because the enemy wants us to feel like what we're going through, nobody understands it, and nobody else is going through that. And like the woman with the issue of blood, there was the law standing and condemning her, separating her, but here comes Jesus. Here comes God, because some things only Jesus can fix. You've been trying to fix it, but you can't do it because he is the only one that can fix this particular situation that you're going through now. I know some of us have gone through physical problems and mental issues and spiritual issues and issues with family and friends and ministry, but Jesus can fix it all. He has the grace to fix it. Grace can fix it. His grace is sufficient for any issue you have, any situation you have, any dilemma you have. There is nothing, absolutely nothing that you can go through, that I can go through, that Jesus can't fix. But it's been 12 years for her, and it's been a long time for us that we've been dealing with these things, and we've been believing, and we've been doubting, and we've been doubting and believing and doubting and saying, God, I believe, help my unbelief. And the enemy, he will always try to make us think that change has not occurred, understanding that we all feel in our spirits the shift that has taken place. It's already taken place, but because we can't see what's going on in the spiritual, we don't understand that there is nothing that we can see right now that won't be moved or removed. Yeah, so the enemy is taking that opportunity to make us think that nothing has changed, that nothing has occurred. That's why you were supposed to get that promotion, and then all of a sudden you find out that the person that was going to promote you isn't even there anymore, and you're thinking, oh Lord, Lord, it's just like it has been for the last couple of years. Or you were supposed to get a raise. You were supposed to get more money, and something happened with that raise. And you're thinking, oh, it's just the same old thing over and over again. Or something is happening with your children, or something is happening with your health. The report that you're getting from the doctor is bad, and you're thinking, I don't know why they keep saying that there's a shift, because it seems like the same old thing over and over again. But you need to be like this woman. You got to be like the woman with the issue of blood, and you got to say within yourself, you got to speak that thing and say, if I can get to Jesus, then it's going to be all right. If I can get to Jesus, then I shall be whole. Every time the enemy comes against you, you need to speak a word of faith, and you need to believe that thing and believe that the shift has occurred. So when you speak and you say, no, 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 enemy, I know what it looks like, but I don't walk by sight, but I walk by faith. And I declare right now that I will have that raise, that my child will live, and I am healthy. I am healed. You need to tell the devil that your faith is telling you that all you have to do is get to Jesus, and it shall be done. I came to tell you that it's just like the scripture said that we read, that straight away your situation is about to dry up just like her issue of blood did. You're about to get a suddenly and an immediately. See, suddenly it means that something happens quick or unexpectedly. Yes, you're about to get something to happen quick, and the reason it's unexpected is because you've been waiting so long. But it's about to happen immediately, because now that you heard the word of the Lord, you know that all you have to do is speak that word, to speak in faith, and to stay close to Jesus, and it's going to happen immediately. So the only thing that's left for me to tell you that Jesus said was, go in peace. Go on and get out of 2022 in peace. Go ahead and walk into 2023 in peace. I just came by to let you know that God is about to turn your world upside down. Everything that you've been promised, everything you've been waiting for is about to happen. Don't listen to the enemy. He don't know what he's talking about. Suddenly and immediately it's about to happen. So go in peace. Well, that's my time, and this is what we call a short stack. I will see you the next time at the Ark.